welcome to Books Amaze. My name is Avni and today I have a very special video for all the bibliophiles out there. Because today I'm going to talk about 10 things that we all book lovers absolutely hate. So I hope that you all will resonate with my thoughts here and let's start this list. Number 1. Dog-eared pages. Don't you guys hate it when you have lended your book to someone and they return it with dog-eared pages? That's the worst nightmare of a book lover. People, bookmarks are there for a reason. Use them. If you don't have a bookmark, use a receipt, use a pen, use a pencil, use a paper, use a boarding pass, whatever. But please don't do that torture with my book. I may not iron my clothes, but I certainly do not like a crease on my book. Number 2. Book borrowers. Now what's a bigger nightmare than a dog-eared book? It's when someone asks you if they can borrow your book. I mean, it's such a difficult thing to say no to people. You don't want to say yes, but then is the book more important than this person? Of course it is. But then you have to pretend to be the bigger person here and then just lend them your books. And then you keep waiting and keep getting anxious when they're going to return your book and in what state. I mean, why can't people buy their own books? Number 3. Pirated book copies. Okay, we all have been guilty of buying a pirated book copy once or twice in our lives. Just don't fake it and accept it, okay? I also did the same when I first moved to Bombay several years ago and just bought a book from in front of those Flora Fountain bookshops and maybe somewhere from, outside a station. But I've always regretted it. They're not the same as the originals. Their fonts would be cheap, their page quality would be cheap, and the spine of the book, let's just say it won't have a spine at all. So, please buy books from authentic original sources and the bookworm in you will thank me later. Number 4. When someone redo the covers. Don't you guys hate it when you have read a book, loved it, and you get to know that there's a major motion picture being made on it, and then they replace the covers of the books with the pictures of the actors that are acting in it. It just pisses me off like anything. I mean, it's okay that you're making a movie based on it, but isn't it enough to promote it? Why do you have to put human faces on book covers? Book covers are not meant to have human faces on them. Period. Number 5. Small fonts. Ever since I started reading from hardcovers and Kindle, it has now become so difficult for me to read a paperback because of the small fonts in them. Hardcovers generally have big fonts and in Kindle you can resize the fonts. In fact, I live in USA and here I saw for the very first time in libraries that they have a special dedicated section for books with large fonts. I guess they're for elderly people or for people with weak eyesight, but I wish that something like this should happen in India as well. Number 6. Multiple cover designs. Don't you guys hate it when they launch the same book with different cover designs? Like for example, it has happened so many times with me. If I'm reviewing, let's say, a Murakami book and I'm showing the book in my video, then some people comments in the comment section that how come your books look so different, my cover is so different. Then I figured it out that since I live in USA, my cover design is different than the ones who are in India. So I guess they launched different covers in different parts of the world. But I mean, why? The interior of the book is same everywhere, then why to change the exterior? Let the readers unite. Number 7. When people tell you that you have enough books already. Okay, I don't think I even need to elaborate this point. Isn't it our dream to have a separate study room with a shelf filled with all sorts of books, with all sorts of genre, all sorts of bookish things? How is that going to happen if we stop buying books? Listen, anybody who tells you that you need to stop buying books because you have a lot already, you need to stay away from that person because you don't need that kind of toxicity in your life. Number 8. When the movie adaptation didn't give justice to the book. Okay, you have read a book, you have liked it, and now you get to know that they are making a movie based on it. You cross your fingers, you go to the theater, you watch the movie, but then again, you have to say, the book was better. I mean, now I have started thinking that if you want to make a movie, use your own creativity, people. Don't just copy the story from a book. And it just happens 1 out of 10 times that the movie would be able to do justice with the book, that it would be able to transport the viewer as effectively as it transported the reader when he or she was reading the book. So why don't just people use their own creativity and stop trying to remake the books into movies? Number 9. When you are in a reading slump. This happens with the best of all, even with the person who reads a book a day. Life happens, things happen, and then you try to experiment with different types of genres, but sometimes you end up in a reading slump. I know that there are ways that you can come out of it. You know that there are ways that you can come out of it. But still, that whole period when you are not reading anything just pisses us off. Number 10. When someone spoils the ending of a book. Such people are monsters. No, really. Because that's the reason I hardly post summaries of a book. And even when I do, I explicitly mention that this is a summary and not a review. Because I like to post reviews, because I want people to read the book and to experience what I experienced. I probably would not mind if someone would spoil a movie for me, but I for sure would not forgive a person who would spoil a book for me, because I'm way much more invested when I'm reading a book as compared to when I'm watching something. So please people, never ever do this to anyone. So these were the top 10 things that always piss off the reader in me, and I hope you found this relatable and it pisses off you as well. Was there anything that I missed out in this video? Is there something else that pisses off you as a reader, as a bookworm? Please let me know in the comment section below, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because you'll find lots of bookish content on this channel. And if you are a bookworm, I guess you should definitely subscribe it. And I'll see you soon with another video. Till then, you guys take care of yourself. Keep reading, keep smiling. Bye.